Hi, this is Shravan Kumar PM, part of I am Trici's batch of 25, Section C, and this is my video on reflecting on a topic from Indian economic policy. So, the topic I'm going to discuss today is about effects of demonetization on the Indian economy from the perspective of the policy. I would like to start it with a few of the successes that demonetization policy had on the economy. So that would be reduced cash in circulation. So basically, it tried to the primary motive of demonetization was to curb the black money or the unreported income that they say, which is often hoarded in cash. So while most of the cash was returned to the system, it did disrupt the cash flow in the short term. Second thing was the increased digital transactions. So the long-term initiative was to curb on cash transactions and increase digital transactions, where digital transformation was happening, and services like UPI and stuff like that that was being promoted so that every transaction that happened could be documented and recorded. But talking about the even talking about the success of the program or the policy, when you talk about the primary initiative of curbing black money, was it a success? Was it something that effectively happened? Is highly questionable. Even in my opinion, I would say that the policy was not very effective because it did not, you know, it was not effective from its output point of view rather than from the from the implementation point of view. It was not a success. So the major failures that I want to highlight was is about economic disruption that happened. So basically, shortage of cash led to chaos. It impacted the small scale businesses, and the informal sectors or the unorganized sectors, which were reliant on cash transactions, which they are still. So when the policy was made without educating people of, effectively educating on a larger chunk, or the we had to curb the impact that it shouldn't have had. The bad impact of, cutting down on the currency would have on a larger sector of the economy when they are not even aware of digital transactions. So that is something that should have been taken care of, taken into account when when the policy was made, right? We understand the idea that it was quick because it was a goal, right? So if people would know it prior, it wouldn't have been that effective. But again, it was not very effective. One interesting fact that I want to highlight here is about it is directly related to something that I feel is that from October to November, when the decision was made, in 1 month, the increase in sales or the growth of purchase of supercars or luxury car segment that we say increased by 230% is something that is astonishing because the luxury segment is something that the customer base of it is high net worth individuals, right? So curbing black money and high net worth individuals, so cash being parked in such a way, it's a complete conspiracy that I'm trying to say, right? I'm just putting forward a reason for doubt that I have. So basically, when you see such kind of growth just after demonetization, wherein cash can be parked on such an instrument, what else can you think? So was it effective on the parties that it should have been acting upon? No, I don't think so. So other failures that were part of demonetization were job losses. So many small businesses struggled, leading to job losses. It had limited impact on black money. That's something that even critics argue. And there was high cost of implementation, wherein new notes were printed and managing the exchange process. Everything was a very tedious process again, right? And 99% of the cash that were demonetized were deposited back in banks. So raising questions how effective it was in curbing black money, right? And debates still continue if the economic impact of demonetization was effective amongst economists and policymakers. So something that I would like to end on this is that you have to look more detailed into the implementation and what the aftermath of the action could be when you take up a policy. But when the central government takes a policy of such thing, we are of all support. That's something that we should take into consideration.